Hello, it's Alex Goodall here from Internet Professionals blog, and this video is about Easy Publishing Profits. The launch for this ends today. I probably should have done this video at the beginning of the launch, but I felt it important enough to create this video because I really do like this business model, and I know a lot of you have bought it already, so actually this video might encourage you to follow through with your purchase. And if you haven't bought it already, I hope this will encourage you to buy this, because I think it's a business model that many people can follow. It's very simple. You can complicate it if you want. You can do more of the traditional things, but you can also keep it very simple and make, I believe, well, according to Theo MacArthur, who wrote it, and it seems completely reasonable, you can make a very good income just by keeping it at the simplest levels. The idea behind this business model is to create courses, publish them on Udemy, and sit back and let Udemy make the sales, and you get the commissions. The question is, does it actually work? Do you need to do anything other than put the courses up? Well, the answer is actually no. You don't need to do a lot of work. You don't need to do your own promotions. You can, but you don't need to. So the essence behind the model is writing courses and publishing them on Udemy. That's about the extent of it. By the way, the launch, I believe, ends today. I mean, when you first told me it was a 7-day launch ending today. So right now, there has been a dime sale, so this 2 hours 10 minutes to the price increase is not going to be a huge price increase. At the moment, it is $23.95. When the launch ends, my understanding is it will be $47. Which actually still is a good price, to be honest, for the business model and what it can do to transform your business and actually give you a solid source of income. It's not a big price to pay at all. So if you're seeing this after the launch ends and the price is $47, don't let that put you off. Just go for it, get the course and follow through on it. It's not a big price to pay. So what are the key points to note from this sales page? I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but this is the key. This is showing how Theo's income increased. So month 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And what Theo doesn't talk about is how many courses she put up. I don't think she says that anywhere. I don't remember reading it. So where did this income come from? Has she got hundreds of courses up there? Or is it 10s, 20 courses? I mean, what's the scale of the job involved? So I did a check. I went to see actually how many courses Theo had up there and when she'd created them. So here we are in Udemy, and all I did is I typed in Theo's name, Theo MacArthur, and just did a search, and it's given us 9 results actually. But the reason it's given us 9 results is because it looked for anyone with any name, including Theo or MacArthur. But in fact, Theo MacArthur appears only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Then it comes to James MacArthur. So Theo has written only 5 courses. That's where all the income has come from. And I believe she wrote 3 or 4 of them in November and 1 or 2 early this year, 2016. So she did a bit of work up front, and that's where all this income has come from, pretty much passive income. So that's the extent of the task at hand, is to write. Obviously you can write more, you can go on writing courses, and then your income is going to go up, but the point is it's not a huge amount of effort. And what Theo says at the top, 2 hours per week. So once the courses are written, that's the maintenance time that's needed in order to keep the business ticking over. So it really is pretty much passive income. So what is it that you get for your investment in the course? Well, here's the members area. What I like about this course is it addresses both types of needs. People who like to read, you get a PDF download, and if you prefer to watch videos, you get a set of videos. And there they are. One thing I should point out is that this final video, so she has final words here, After she'd done that, she had her more final words. Now, this doesn't appear in the PDF, but it gives you one extra little bit of fact, one little twist, which could add 20% to your income. And that's not in the PDF. So if I think there is an option just to get the PDF, I do recommend just getting the whole thing just to see what's in this video, because it's worth it for that. Again, it's not rocket science, it's not amazing, but it's an extra little fact that's worth knowing early on, and it will add pretty much 20% to your income. So bear that in mind. The final point I want to cover in this video is to talk about the bonus that I've created. Whenever I come across a business model that I really like and that seriously there's a high probability that I'm going to apply it, I create a standard operating procedure. So what this is sort of a mixture of a checklist and a record keeping system. It's a way of speeding up the process of doing something that you're going to do repetitively. Because there's a difference between going through the training to learn the stuff, which is where you're in learning mode. Then when you're running the business, you're in operating mode, and you don't want to have to keep referring back to the training to remind you of things and the steps you have to take. So effectively, I take all the steps. I don't include any learning in this. This is just all the steps you need to go through to set up and to run the business. So if you buy through my link, then in JVZoo, under the bonus section, you'll be taken to this Google Sheet, and all you do is go to what you'll see will be a read-only version of this, but then you do file, make a copy, then you can make your own copy of this, and then you'll have obviously edit access to that copy. And there's two tabs. Can you see that at the bottom? I think you can. There's two tabs. Three tabs. There's the intro, but then there's setup SOP and new course SOP. So the setup SOP is standard operating procedure, is what you do once to set up your business. There's not a lot of things to do. By the way, there are additional steps. If you buy the one-time offer, I should go back and talk about that actually a little bit, which I'll do in a moment. If you buy the one-time offer, there are additional setup activities, but there's not a huge amount to do. But you set up the business, so you do that once, and then for each course that you take, that you create, you go through the steps here. So you would copy this template and create a new tab in your SOP for each course. And I've outlined each of the steps that you need to take and some of the details on the right, and a place for you to make notes and record the data, like the niche of the course, the topic, and so on. So this is a really good both record keeping tool and reminder of the steps to take. I've also included in this column B the lesson number that relates to that step, so you can go and look up the lesson and get a reminder from looking at the video. So I think that's really useful. I mean, you can obviously do this yourself, but I'll save you a lot of time in pulling out the key information. And obviously you can refine this thing as you go through and you apply it. You'll find your own little approaches and methods and techniques that you want to record, and this is exactly the place where you can record what you learn about creating a course, so that you don't lose it in the next course you create. You can make use of your learnings and you won't forget it. I wanted to go back to the members area and point out a couple of things. Well, one thing, which is what you get with the one-time offer. And again, if you're serious about this business model, just don't go half-hearted about it. Just go and get the one-time offer and upgrade and learn the extra stuff. There is coaching and other stuff which is additional business model. You may want to do that. You may feel you don't need it. That's not so critical. But these extra steps, I think, really are. First of all, conversion secrets. Again, no rocket science here, but worth going through Theo's guidance on how to improve the conversion of your course. So when people go to Udemy and they read about your course, what is it that you can do to get more people to buy your course? Basically, the conversion of your course page. This is actually very important, and it's definitely worth getting. And this is still part of the core, simple, uncomplicated way of running the business. So it's definitely worth getting the one-time offer for that. In addition, for the one-time offer, you also get this, what she calls the hidden gold mine. So this is, if you want to slightly complicate the business model, you can make an awful lot more. I hesitate to say how much you could increase your income. I would say at least double it, to be honest, maybe more. So this is it's more work, obviously, but again, a lot of it can be set up a once-off activity, and then it becomes passive income again. I would recommend, depending on your level of experience, if you're going to go down this route, I would recommend just starting off with a simple approach, get it going, create a number of courses, maybe go for 5 like Theo did, or more. Get that up so that you've got the course mechanism going and you're up there on Udemy, you're gradually getting traction and getting more people buying your courses, and then switch to this hidden gold mine method if you want to do more work. If you're very happy with the income that's coming in from the simple method, that's fine. If you need more, then add the hidden gold mine method. But even to do the simple method, I do recommend getting the one-time offer so that you can upgrade to learn about the conversion secrets. Again, not rocket science, but if you're serious about the business model, it's worth paying a little bit extra to get that information. That's it. End of this video. Highly recommend this as a very simple business model. The characteristics are: you don't need a website, you don't need to bother with traffic, you bother with a little bit of conversion, you put up a course. And really, I think one of the points of the training is to show you how easy it is to create the courses. You just don't need a huge amount of expertise. You can pick that up simply enough, or you choose a topic you know about, but the courses don't have to be very long and very complicated. So Theo helps you overcome the barrier that you might have, saying, oh, I'm not an expert, I don't know enough to create a course. Seriously, pretty much anyone can put together a pretty reasonable course, put it up on Udemy and start making money from it. So that's it. If you're looking for a business model to follow, this at the moment is the simplest one that I've found, and the one with the lowest cost of operating. Basically, the only costs you need are the costs of buying the training in the first place. Okay, thanks very much, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye now.